exactly on the 0. Just a piece of lint, nothing special. Good evening, at least it's evening over here. It's almost night. I don't know, when do you switch from evening to night? Is there a time frame? Of course, you have midnight, but that should be in the middle of the night, right? So, how many hours do you go away from it before evening ends and morning starts? I don't know. And now when I wake up at around 6 a.m., then it should be morning. That's for sure. So, oh man, it's been a crazy couple of days already. I don't know how many of you follow everything on, well, basically our nice board game world community. Yeah, there has been a lot going on. Yeah, I'm not gonna rehash everything, because, well, summarizing stuff was not my strong suit in school. Basically, why is this so messed up? I'm getting distracted. Simlock card is on the wrong side. I don't know why. How did that happen? But yeah. Basically, what she played is going solo again. And getting splitting off basically everybody who worked on the channel, and they have a whole explanation on it, which if I try to summarize will butcher. I understand the decision, but yeah, it's been a lot. So basically, if you are involved in the board game world, you might already know it and read about it. So yeah, there's a lot going on right now. And maybe for the Dutch channel, when I do my board game news on Sunday morning, I might talk about it a little bit, because I don't know how much of it's there. But yeah, there's a lot happening. I didn't even know that some things existed that are being used to increase numbers, per se. I know I have been approached a lot, and sometimes you see them in chat. Luckily, my chatbot is helping, well, blocking a lot of those things. But basically, yeah, you see a lot. Do you want a lot of viewers? Click here, follow this. That could be either spam or I don't know, some kind of phishing mail, but it could also be like, yeah, you pay like $100 and you get 1,000 new followers. I don't know. I have been tempted to see how that would look like, but I never did. Eventually, which, if you, well, I think I had a channel growth for, if I'm not mistaken, I have 10 new followers since last year. So I think I was slightly below the 600 at the beginning of 2025. Now I'm slightly above 600. And there's my son. Don't do anything fun and cool without me. Few more minutes left. Fun and cool without what? Ice Slippers, how you doing? I haven't been turned to pixels yet, so I'm guessing Cosmic isn't here yet. So I don't know. Cosmic, are you okay? Did you run out of points? That's also a possibility, of course. So yeah, there's a lot going on, but I found a funny video about a YouTube video about creating generative AI, and I put it on channel. Oh, something. Well, let's do something else. Let's make it black and white. The full story. I should sound different as well. So I never. Well, I only said it like once, and I checked afterwards how it sounds. So, but yeah, thank you for turning me in. Also, I don't know why native radio video. They should have made it 60 CV or something like that. I think that's more accurate, but I think that because the audio changes full radio, old radio, that's why I kept it like that. I don't look good in black and white. Yeah, I need some color. I need way too pale. But it will pass in a couple of seconds. It's only like for a minute. I set this up. Yeah, see, I'm already back. Look, color. I forgot how the rainbow looked. Oh, I'll rewatch and see how the rainbow looked in monochromatic. So yeah. So there has been a whole thing happening around Watch It Played, paying YouTube to get a follower boost, but not literally a viewer boost, but saying you do use it as a viewer boost. That's not Watch It Play doing it, but it's a channel by somebody who used to work for Watch It Played, so by indirect connection. It's a whole mess. You should, if you can find the video, it's out there. It's basically somewhere on Reddit, I believe. I'm not heavily searching on Reddit, so but yeah. But I saw this one funny video about AI, generative AI, basically not doing it. And I wanted to share it with you, so I will copy the link, paste in chat. Yeah. And you can try and follow it. And I know the can I put it also in YouTube chat? No, I have to log in first. I will put it in the description later. But for now, if you can type fast, you follow this. I'm a subscriber to my own channel. Yeah, sure. Of course. That makes sense. But today, coffee and crowdfunding. We have the nice store brand cappuccino. Do I normally have espresso and told my son to get cappuccino? I know he got me the correct coffee. It's not his mistake. Before he starts yelling in chat. I know it's not his mistake. I think I best definitely know that I told him to get cappuccino yesterday. But I think I normally have espresso. So I messed up. I don't hate cappuccino. It's just not as strong. It doesn't have the kick to keep me awake. It's only 3 out of 5 coffee beans. Well, espresso is at least 4. And since it's past 10 p.m., gonna do this. So I was late with putting my schedule out. It's been a lot of weeks when I posted everything late on a Tuesday. But just so you know, I will be playing this one on Thursday. So after Hercules, we're going to Jason and the Argonauts. Are we playing as Jason? I haven't checked yet. I'm learning the game tomorrow, so I can do a proper stream on Thursday. So yeah, looking forward to that because I love Greek mythology. But there's also, I played this one last week, but this one is getting also a Jason and the Argonauts expansion. So we have Hercules, we have Jason, then we can still do the Odyssey, we can do Troy, or combine the Odyssey and Troy, I don't know. What else can we do? There's so many Greek mythology stories that you could do. We have Perseus. Sure, we can do Perseus. We already have Jason. Jason is doing a lot, but there's Perseus as well. We have the 300. I'm not sure if that's actually Greek mythology or just a comic book by Steve Miller. I don't know. I love the movie though. I think it's a great movie. A lot of strong-looking men. So shall we just start with the explanation and everything? Let's just do that. Here we are. We currently left it somewhere around here. I think we were a little bit more down, but there are not much stuff to do. So the rules, if you're watching on YouTube, well, they are in the description. But I will open like 10-ish of these in different tabs. Because going back and forth messes up the navigation. And nobody likes a messed up navigation. Basically, because it's a unlimited loader, it loads 9 every time. But when I come back, it says, oh, you were on this page. Buff. And that's my first page. And then it goes back to page 1 and it's a mess. So it doesn't reload properly. It's not only Kickstarter, all of them have it. GameFound, BackerKit, they all have the same issue. And I know why, and I know the fix, but somehow they don't apply the fix. Either they need to approach me or they need to hire better programmers, because it is doable. It is. So that's one thing. So I'll open like 10-ish of them. 3D printing stuff. Even though this looks like a cool eagle, bear, deer combination of what, I won't look at those. That's something I will just skip. Also, this is also RPG. Another reason I will skip things. So this one's RPG, this one's RPG, this one is RPG. There are so many RPGs out there. It's too much to follow, and basically I think they clutter the tabletop games area. Not that they aren't tabletop games, but they are so big that I think they should be a genre on their own. So you can filter them out or filter them in, whatever you prefer. So I hope at some point Kickstarter will do that. So yeah, 3D printing, I already mentioned. Dice, normal playing cards, tarot cards, tables, stuff like that. All the adjacent stuff. Unless it's, I look at it like, ooh, that looks interesting and new, then I will look at it. Otherwise it's like, yeah, it says a picture, you look at it. That's up to you. English and Dutch, those are the two languages I will check. If it's another language, I might be able to read it and understand it and translate it for you, but I will butcher it, and I don't want to do that. So if you are going international with your campaign, make sure you put English first. It's still the biggest language or the most used language in the world, and it was designed to be easy to learn, even though a lot of people still mess up English. But there are rules. But yeah, it was designed to be easy. Trust me, learn Dutch and you think English is easy. So yeah, there's that. Mandarin, or I'm not sure if it's Mandarin on its own, but it's definitely the English is most widely spread language. Let's keep it as that. Okay, most widely spread. Mandarin is like, Mandarin is just one of, I don't know how many versions of Chinese. So it's, I think, the most common or the most well known, but I think they speak other versions in China as well. And then the big one, if you use generative AI, I already sent you a nice YouTube link to check, but yeah, check this one. Oh, no AI. Generative AI means bye-bye. So luckily on Kickstarter, they have to mention it. They don't always do, and then I get a lot of red flag feeling, which I don't like. GameFound, they don't have to, because yeah, GameFound is, I think, a sister company or a mother company of Awaken Realms, and well, they don't shy away from that. But I like it when they do mention if they do or not. Even if they do mention that they're using AI, then at least it's easy to say, well, bye-bye. But at least I applaud you for being honest. So yeah, and BackerKit, there is no control in it whatsoever. Back a Kit is starting to look a lot like Kickstarter, by the way. I have one Back a Kit campaign in this one. And I look at the top menu and like, that's the exact same menu as you see it on Kickstarter. So, yeah. Okay, I will open my first coffee and then we're gonna start. Are we ready? Slivers, are you ready? Are you done with your call? You know this is being recorded, right? Oh. That was a nice sip. Let's do this. So, Untamed Regional Wildlife Training Card Game. Okay. Ocean Genesis, 1-card dungeon Hell's Door. So that's an expansion. Okay, Hive Mind RPG. It's 4 players off against the 5th. So it's 1 against 4. Briscola Chiamata, an Italian trick-taking classic made hidden rolls. Okay. Pirate Legends. So they are based on One Piece, apparently. 3D printing. Owl. 1-word lyric. Is it a lyric if it's just 1 word? Well, a lot of pop songs are like stuff like that, and it's like that's not even a word, that's just 1 letter. Okay, STL files, 3D printing, VHS, 3D printing. This looks so AI. But do you recognize the films? Most of them I do. Some of them are my favorites. Not all of them I recognize. But that was clearly AI generated. The Lost Pyramid, a mechanical puzzle box adventure. But that's a puzzle. It also says puzzles. You cannot see it. It says puzzles. So it's not a tabletop game. So why is it showing up in tabletop games? Asgard Rising. Asgard Rising? And then we see the crow from Egypt. Right? That's not an Asgardian thing. It looks like well, the one that is for Moon Knight. I forgot the name. Hey, Gator Dave. How are you doing? Rock, paper, scissors version 2, the RPG. Well, this is an RPG. So this is the squad. Is this is the STL files for something with goblins. Fliegerkorps. Print and play war game. I don't shy away from war games. That doesn't look nice. Let's scroll past that as quickly as possible. Dungeon Crawl Magazine. Friends. The Game of Values. I doubt it. Pigskin. The Game of American Football inspired by Slapshot. I don't know Slapshot. Are we at 10? Almost. Tabletop Terrain, more vehicles, magazine, The Abyssal Vault, Hero Vault, and iPod Dog for D&D. Okay. The Demogorgon Dice Tower. There's one giant Demogorgon, but it's just the head of a Demogorgon. The rest doesn't shout Demogorgon. You need to really paint it, Demogorgon. This is RPG. New Order. That is RPG. Houses of Skulls. Sure. Wow, this is going very fast. The Tournament Saga. Customers, okay, it's a martial arts combination, but why are we looking at that bad of a video? And RPG and Guildhouse Games, a tabletop games cafe. So if you want to have that cafe in the UK, in Didcot, I have no idea where Didcot is, but yeah, you can doing that. Okay, so we have the Untamed Regional Wildlife Trading Card Game. And that was it. Zero backers. I wonder why. 53 days ago. So there are a couple of red flags where you want to look at. Zero backers when, and I don't know when the campaign started. This is a week ago. If you have zero backers after a week, yeah, even though you do 53, or if you do more than 3 weeks, it's basically already a red flag, because you're not gonna make it. You're just hoping that you get one pledge each day, so you might break even. So yeah. Also, no pictures except for this deer that you could have taken anywhere. Side menu, well, there is not much. Even story is still missing. I'm like, why? If I'm scrolling down, I want to press story so I can go back up. Yeah. You're done on the call. What did you miss? Well, we're still on the first game. I'm explaining red flags. So this is clearly a first created zero backed one. And not all of them look like this, but this is one person that thinks, well, I post a picture and I have some ideas. Give me money! And nobody's falling for it. So, on to the next one. Ocean Genesis. In this fun and beautiful game, create a thriving ocean through smart card play and meaningful choices. Yeah, but not all trading card games are a red flag. I just don't back trading card games. I don't do trading card games. I know Lorcana, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, One Piece, Magic. I have some Magic, which I want to learn to my son just to play. It's just basic a dual deck, so I don't have to buy more. But yeah, I don't do trading card games. My son is heavily involved in Pokemon, because he's nuts. Pokemon is the best, he says. Well, wow, only risks again. Also, what I don't like, text on images. This is legible, so it's kind of okay, but screen grabbers still don't go for this. Well, screen grabbers, I mean search engines. They are lazy. They don't want to check every image on every page to see if it has text on it. So better have some text somewhere. So she's a marine biologist. That's cool. This is the story. How does it work? Okay. We have cost, we have name. This is sand. Just in case you did not know, it's sand. It has an action. It is a type. I think it's ground type or something. It's a certain level and it scores you certain points. But you can put other cards on it, so they all share this same outline, I guess, or is it just this picture? But that doesn't connect to this, so the image is broken. But you could put animals on there, and you can watch the video. It's so nice. Look, it's links. If you want more, I cannot copy paste this. I'm only selecting the image right now. Why? This doesn't work. Don't put links in there if I cannot click it. Text on an image is not clickable. It doesn't work. Oh man. Hi Panda, how are you doing? Yeah. Slivers, wow, just wow. It's IT 101, right? Match animals to the substrates to unlock actions. More actions, cool. Kickstarter goal. My Kickstarter goal for you is have a better page, because this doesn't work. Again! Tabletopia. It's cool that you made a Tabletopia. I didn't even do that for my game. Maybe I will do either Tabletopia or Tabletop Simulator for my newest design that I'm working on. But currently, no. No, it's Don't Be Dumb 101. Yeah. I like the color work. Not sure if it's AI, could be, but and still they have 19 backers. La Possession Reunion. I have no idea where it is. Now I want to know. Where is that? Well, that. So they already tried that, but I am. Now I don't want to look. I want to know where in the world this is. Not location. Yeah, okay. No. Then move on. One card dungeon is getting another card, I guess. So it's no longer a one card dungeon, right? It's fully funded. It only needed 1,000 euros. So we have Hell's Door. So we had Cerberus in here. Basically, it was the final battle. That was Cerberus, the three-headed dog. But the three-headed dog isn't part of hell. It's part of the underworld. There is a difference. In Greece, there were no heaven or hell. It's just you died, you go to the underworld. Because you cannot live in the normal world anymore. So there's no heaven or hell. Somehow, they made Cerberus the guard dog of hell. Why? He's guarding the dead. Not just the evil dead. So, dungeon card, 2 sides. Opened. What did you open, Bans? Bans, what did you open? So a paladin, barbarian, ranger, and wizard. Very original. At least they did a gender swap on the wizard, apparently. Type on page. Oh, wow, I didn't even... Oh, yeah. I wasn't reading the text yet. Opened. But they are not English, so yeah. They think, well, we put a D in the end. That's how it worked for Dutch. Apparently they needed another E. I did not even read that. Nitro, Cleric, Necromancer. The coolest class there is Necromancer. Just call everybody from the dead and use them as cannon fodder. That's how I play Diablo. Gorgon's Head, Corsair, I don't know who that is. But apparently there are more cards. This is just one dungeon. I don't know how it works. I never played one card dungeon. Basically the dice determine where you go, what you do, I guess. Roll 3 energy dice and place each one of them under an ability, speed, attack, defense. Okay. That's energy phase. Cool. Is it solo? I think so. Slivers, I think so. I haven't checked yet. Spend your speed and attack points to move around and damage monsters. Cool. Monsters then move and attack you. After clearing a floor, you can upgrade your ability and heal yourself. If successful, kill the monsters on the last floor, but it's one card. It's still the same floor. Or am I going up here and then coming up here? Does that work like that? Where's my cursor? There's my mouse. Up here and then going down here. So yeah, pledge level. You can print your own and you use it on your own. It even has a playmat. So it's called One Card Dungeon. It has spots for 4 cards. See that? 2 small ones, and how is that a 1 card dungeon? Just wondering. Recessione, that's clearly Italian. And a couple of reviews. But I guess it's 1 player. Let's see, does it say where someone? Yeah, it's solo. 15 to 60 minutes, depends on how fast you die in the game. But it's only $3. almost cannot go wrong. Unless you want all the versions, then yeah, you need a little bit more. Then we have Briscola Chiamata. So is that a type of bread? 4 players off against a 5th in a trick taking. So it's 1 versus all trick taking. That's, you know. So it's an Italian game, and that's why we all have, I don't know which Asian language it is. Normally it's Japanese, apparently, because it's from Japan. Deal. Deal 8 cards to each of the 5 players. Players bid for the right to call trump. If somebody bids the lowest card, then players continue bidding, but raise the number of points they need to win their contract. Well, that's kind of cool. That's a nice idea. To bid for the trump suit, that's cool. Winning bid costs a trump card number. Whoever holds that card becomes the secret player. If the bidder holds the card they play alone versus the other 4. So basically they shout the one with that number is the secret player. Okay. Then you play basic tricks. You score the tricks. Play accumulate points over multiple rounds. First player to reach an agreed total wins. Just say a total and say, well, you can determine an own, but at least say a total. Don't make gamers think that hurts. Why crowdfunding? Well, we need the money. So it's $14 by airmail, limited countries. Am I one of them? Because it didn't say here. By surface mail. They also have by water mail or underground mail. And you can have tute. I don't know tute or coil or any other game from them. I like the idea of not knowing who the 5th player is. So it's a 5-player trick taking, but not knowing who the 5th player is. But that's kind of cool. Ow! 1-word lyric. Yeah, I figured. AI tools were used in limited supportive role and for writing and editing text. Wow. AI, bye bye. Next. Fliegerkorps, a solo print-and-play game in World War II. Those are nice big sheets. We have air, land, and sea. That's also a game, but you have them here. Playthrough video coming soon. Okay. 3 full campaigns, so that. Oh, here's how to play. Okay, thank you. Time advances along a historical timeline and random events disrupt plans. Some timeline spaces trigger major campaign missions that must be faced. Ooh. And we have the mission phase. Mission is generated, either standard or campaign. So you can also do a one-off, that's good. Then the Luftwaffe attacks, and then you go back and forth until you completed your goal, I guess. And then they have a rulebook. Cool. But still, text and images should be forbidden. Especially, I don't know, anybody out there, do you have me currently on a big screen? A big 4K screen, even though I'm still streaming just HD, but if you have, can you tell me, can you read these texts on this side? Can you read this? Because I have a nice 4K screen. But yeah, the screen is only like this big. I don't have a freaking huge screen. Otherwise I would get sunburned while playing games. But yeah, I don't know. I can't read it. It's way too small. I don't know what they were thinking. I'm not gonna blame it on them being Canadian, but it's a solo war game. But please stop I cannot select the text, I cannot copy paste or whatever, so I cannot do anything with it. So stop doing it. It's not that hard. Okay, friends. Oh, that was not in English at all. Oh, then we skip this one. You can read it on a 65-inch screen. Yeah, okay. I only have like a... What do I have? I have a 24-inch monitor. 27? I don't know. Hard to judge when I'm 2.5 feet away, 3 feet away. Okay, pigskin. Okay, side menu. Where? Story. It's your first one. Why isn't it here? It's like writing a book and having an index, and it doesn't say chapter 1, because you know it's in the beginning of the book. I know, but there's a nice note from the author. Maybe some person says something nice about the author. There are a couple of pages before that, and then you get the index, maybe at the beginning, maybe at the end, and then we get chapter 1, or maybe a prologue. I don't know. Put it here. Again, text and images and different sizes of text. That's even the worst. Need timeout. Even smaller and big again. Inconsistency. Horrible to read. Very busy. Make the playoffs. Yeah, that's how football works. So for the first, by the way, I watched the Super Bowl, and I think it was for the first almost 3 quarters. I was like, yeah, finally it's called football, because it was either punt or field goals. Like, yeah, it's football. There was no touchdown whatsoever. Okay, it's $25. They also have other games. Lost Spike, I remember that one. It's top 50 war games. Only in the United States, so I cannot even get this one. Why am I paying that much attention then to it? Well, for all my American friends. The Tournament Saga, a customizable martial arts board game similar to Mortal Kombat. Oh, I want to see the fatalities on this one. Do you kill the other player? It's sticker standees. That's a really cheap production. How much do you want for one game? Spectator, all digital. Ring Witness, digital. Still all digital. All digital. When do you get a starter board game? So that's 42. Yeah. Looks a little bit cheapish. Yeah. Okay, let's continue. Pilot episode rebooted. A musical GM-less. That's an RPG. There might be one RPG that I'm looking at, but I have to find it because I forgot. Oh no, it's Barcane. So if I see that one, I should click it. That's by Seppi, who I know. Yeah, Gator Dave, I saw it and I was scrolling very fast past it. I feel sorry for people who think they have to create those type of figures. Tabletop RPG, STL files, Tic Tac Whack. Okay, well, fantasy playing cards. Oh, that does look fancy, but that's it. Well, this looks so AI generated. It has to be these water wars. At least they are upfront about the. Oh, that's true, truly. Really upfront. Yep. Couldn't be more. Well, maybe blow it up a little bit. You get more up front, or more of the front up. Populated Hexes Monthly. That's a magazine. All cards, the trading card storytelling game. Lost me already, but we're gonna look at it. Space Minotaur Puzzles for Learning. That's puzzles. We don't do puzzles. Playing cards. They're just playing cards. Red Dungeon. It's a tabletop game, and why does it look like something like that? Tabletop RPG, Orc Queen, Centaur rules for quadruped PCs. And okay, that's Spanish. Tabletop. Scene Quest. Arcana Pause, STL files, more STL files. Shores of Night Redux, also tabletop RPG. Molecule Mayhem. Sure, might be something. Dead Man Walking. Agents of Ages, also a role-playing game. The Path to Love, a card deck for brave hearts and naked. Why naked souls? Okay, I'm gonna look at it, but yeah. It's Tarot. Infinite Dice Towers. Part 4. That means they're still coming with more. See, that's what I mean with RPGs should get their own section, because it's so full of RPGs. A single player. Oh, wait. Strange activities are stirring, embrace minds, monotony, and need investigation. An unchronic adventure. Okay. Might be RPG, not sure. Final Ice is a single player dungeon crawler. Risk the Abyss, a diverse dice game. Well, you don't play dice games. Would you split up board and card games? Well, playing cards used to have their own section, and I believe they still do. And somehow, when I still get tabletop games, I also get playing cards now. But they used to have their own section on Kickstarter. But not board and card games. But since tabletop RPGs are that big, really huge, as you can see, it's hard to find other stuff among them. So I would create a subsection for just RPGs. Not because I hate them, it's just because they're cluttering up my stream. Okay, Tic Tac Whack. 3 to 8 players. Okay, nothing about AI, that's good. Tic-tac-toe meets bingo. Meets left, right, center, and with a mobster team twist. Okay, I know bingo, I know tic-tac-toe. What's left, right, center? Sounds like a lane battler kind of thing. Maybe I do know what it is if you describe it to me, but it has a different name in Dutch. Oh, gift left, gift right. Oh, okay. I don't know if there's a name for it in Dutch. So how to play video. What's in the box? Well, coins, dice, cards. Laminated mobster player cards. First 96-hour early bird special. Well, we're past that. They get laundered money. Well, can you just do my laundry? I prefer that. Lucky coin at 5,075. So how far are they? Because those are high goals. Well, they're pretty good actually. 3,600. So they're currently going for this one. 100% funded, almost. Well. So do the whack a friend. How to place a video, and there's little, yeah. I don't like the reading text like that, but okay. Starts the game with 4 coins along with a playing card with the boss's mug on it. 3 special game dice are rolled at once. If they land on a number and it's on your playing card, cover it with a game token similar to bingo. If you have the dice land on a command, give left, take any, give right, then the player must follow the instructions. If whack 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 is rolled, then all mobsters must pay the mob boss 1 gold coin, and if a single whack is rolled, then the roller must surrender 1 gold coin to any mobster of the choosing. This sounds so lucky and boring. Water Wars. Yeah. The cards and covers use AI generated that our illustrator uses as basis. Well, I don't think they use it as base, they just use it. Because that's how it looks. It has that clear-cut orange-blue thing. When you see that, it's like, oh, that's clearly AI somehow. And yeah. Generative AI, bye-bye. Don't spend more time on it. Okay, all cards, the trading card storytelling game. A strategic storytelling game played with your trading cards. So why should I back this? I have enough trading cards. I have a whole deck of Magic. So we can play my Magic against my son's Pokemon and see what happens. Now we have a reason to take our old trading cards out again. No! Not if they are in mint condition. You're not gonna play with those. Are you nuts? Ruin the value of my cards. But yeah, no. Red Dungeon. Print and play with poker cards. And I figured. All core mechanics and game sheet layouts are designed by me. For the game's visuals, I work with a blend of assets crafted in time to dice and licensed illustration purchase. What's time to dice? I don't care if everything is heavily reworked. I will give you the not benefit of the doubt. Molecule Mayhem. So that's another AI. The action card have AI generated in the center of the... Yeah, okay. That's 2 in a row right now, because I forgot to keep track of these. I should make commands. AI plus, AI reset, stuff like that. So you can just put in AI plus, and then you get a counter that goes up. The Path to Love. Now I want to know what's on one of these cards. Because I cannot read these cards from here. Lifestyle and rhythms. Relational. They all have different themes. Yeah. I don't see how to play. I don't see anything. So I'm moving on. So this felt like an RPG-ish thing, and if by the look of it, it's clearly an RPG puzzle book combination. So we're skipping this one. Vandal Eyes, a single-player dungeon crawl. Where's the side menu? It's a scene quest in the single, and then it says tabletop RPG. Okay, mix going. So many. Okay, Risk the Abyss. A diver's dice game. Conquer the depths of the ocean by hunting for sea creatures and treasure. Not the most original theme, but sure. What's in the mint? So it's a small mint thing. Can be a lot of game in there. I still have my mint works. Was a success at work, so it's still a success now. Praise and rewards. Why back now? I missed how to play. Oh, this is video. No, we don't do videos over here. It's not bad to have a video, but also have a short outline on what you're doing during the game. Not everybody has time to watch every video, especially me. Full rule sheet. Oh yeah, because that helps. At least I can select text here, so I'm happy with that. But yeah, they funded it, so yay for them. On to the next one. Rock and Roar, no, we were there. Foes of Middle Earth. Official licensed board game. You got a Lord of the Rings license for your board game? I know that there are a lot of Lord of the Rings games out now. We have Lord of the Rings Trick Taking game, both of them. We're still waiting on the third one. Return of the King, that should appear by the end of this year, beginning next year somewhere. We just have the 2000s. We have the Hobbit there and back again. We had Fate of the Fellowship, the pandemic system. So yeah, there is a lot of Middle Earth coming right now. So maybe they are giving the license away. I don't know. Mark of the Star Gods Bast and Anubis dedicated to those. The Star of Shanghai, the Cthulhu Misses Pendant Collection. So that's just RPGs kind of thing. Hat-trick, scored 3 goals to win. Well, that's how a hat-trick works. Normally. RPG, Cartoon Crushes. I don't recognize some of them. Monopoly RPG, print and play. Somebody made an RPG about Monopoly. Are you sure? Okay. More RPGs. Alchemy Lab. There's also D&D, 3D printing. STL files. Nightcore RPG. Enchanted Unborn 5th edition, which means D&D. Tabletop RPG. Oh, it's going so fast. I was happy. Yeah, we're on page 16. We're now already past half of it. And I didn't see anything like, oh, yes. FAS, In Search of the Myth, board game. Find and seize the FAS. I don't know what the FIS is, but we're gonna look at it. RPGs. Runes in Ruin. Delve into the birthplace of rune crafting. Okay. Second date. No first date is perfect. Not sure if I agree. I had a couple of first dates that actually felt perfect, so if you walk out of them with a relationship, maybe the date went very well, right? Unsanctioned expansion, so it's unsanctioned, and it's an pickleball card game. Okay. Domina Mistress of the Scarlet Rite, nah. Radish Quest Seed Packs, that is RPG. War Pigs RPG. Alchemy RPG. Sugarworks. Clever Candy Factory Conveyor Game. Hello, Blue-Eyed Demon. How are you today? Twilight Riders. Fancy another role-playing game. So many role-playing games. Make 100. Create 100 strange, wondrous, liminal spaces for sci-fi games based on the Becker prompts. No, that sounds like you're using AI. Dracula is dead. Well, not entirely sure. Vampire auction game. Oh, we're gonna auction off vampires. Oh, the good stuff is coming. Okay. So far, so good. What about me? Well, I hit a lot of RPGs. I skipped so many pages. It's just nuts. Okay. Explore the Middle Earth as Fellowship and face the Balrog in thrilling official licensed board game. Don't we already have Adventures in Middle Earth from Fantasy Flight? Do we need another one? And do they come pre-painted? Because these look like Mesa work thingies. Okay, let's see. Nothing about AI, but a lot of... Download our rulebook. No, just explain me how it came. Available languages. Portuguese, because that's Brazilian. English, apparently the American version, so no use. Spanish, German, and French. More languages are coming soon. And download the rulebook, which we don't do. I think these things don't come painted. Okay, core set. That's 159 euros. Well, all in is 350 bucks. American. It's 300 euros normally. And you get everything. Expansion set. Saruman. So you pay 109 just for one big tower, Merry and Pippin, and Saruman. You don't even get Wormtongue? Okay. Then we have Three Beards, and again, Merry and Pippin. Why do we... So if I go all in, I get a lot of versions of Merry and Pippin. That feels useful. All game sets, and then all add-ons with dice trays and everything else. Then you can pay for Gandalf. You can get a Balrog statue. Does it come pre-painted? Because I don't know from this. If it comes pre-painted, then it explains why it costs so much. But then I have to paint all the orcs, goblins, wargs, Uruk-hai, Nazgul. Well, there are only 9 of those, but still. To be fair, I'm not impressed by this somehow. I don't know why. I feel like if you already have the Lord of the Rings Adventures board game thingy, you know, the Mansion of Madness, but with Lord of the Rings, I think you already have a proper good set to play. If you can find it, because I don't think Fantasy Flight makes that thing anymore. Well, the Dice Tower played it, and D20 Culture did as well. A lot of rotating miniatures on this thing, and a lot of text on things. The exploration and growth of the characters was my favorite part. That and actually fighting a giant Balrog. And reviews coming soon. Well, not from me, because they didn't send me a copy. I like Lord of the Rings. Yeah. But I don't do reviews. I do live playthroughs and give my opinion, sure. But I'm not doing paid reviews. Okay, hat trick. That uses AI. Bye bye. Next. Oh, we're back at 1, by the way. FAS. I need to know what FAS stands for. Even if this thing uses AI, I want to know what FAS stands for. Well, they are partially Italian. Yep. FAS. What does FAS stand for? FAS is the perfect game for you. What does FAS mean? Trick and confuse other players. Get 2 maps and protect them in your path zone. Draw the flower while you have 2 maps and win the match. Okay. Rulebook, FAS base edition. What does FAS stand for? Did I miss that? Fast track score? Seriously? Okay. And then they go all the same thing in Italian. No, we're not doing that. Do they have FAQ? What does FAS mean? No, there's no AI. Well, that's nice to know. They're called Evergreen, Evertree, so that's also not it. Looks pretty, but it's just a trick-taking game, right? Oh yeah, base edition is just 15 euros, so. Fetal alcohol syndrome. Let's hope that's not the case over here. But they assume we know what FAS means, and I don't know. In search of the mist. Of what? Runes in ruin. Delve into the birthplace of rune crafting. That looks kind of cool. Content, runes and runes, book. So it's still RPG. Okay, next. Sorry. Second date, no first date is perfect. Well, like I said, it's fast at sleep. Yeah, I'm putting the pace back in. A party game that gives you over 400 ways to laugh at dating standards. You know the last time I went on a date? And you don't have to feel pity for me, by the way. I think it's pre-pandemic, so that's over 8 years ago at least. It's right after I broke my ankle. When I was healed and got back to the office, I dated. Well, technically, we decided it was not a date, but it still felt like a date, you know. If otherwise, I'd go way back. Then my ex-wife was my last date, and that's over 20 years. Oh, wow, time goes fast. They say haters gonna hate when describing why they got fired from their last job. No. They keep biting their lip in attempt to be seductive. Seriously? Nah, doesn't work. They say hip hip hooray after finding out the restaurant has a kind of beer they like. Seriously? People say that on dates? Oh, I'm not like that on a date. You find out they are your cousin 4 times removed. Okay, yeah, well. How to play? Okay, how do we play this? On your turn, choose any player and describe the first date scenario from one of your pin cards. They say, I'm so glad I got a full body wax before this. The other player will then say, second date, red flag or deal breaker. Okay, never mind. Doesn't sound fun at all. I hate dating, to be honest. I'm glad you stayed with you for 5 years. Yeah, that helps. Currently, I don't have the funds to go dating. My dating consists of playing solo games. So, and you still don't have to feel sorry for me. I'm happy. Okay, this is Dinkley. Rally, smash, and outplay your friends as you race to 11 points. Shuffle the deck. Each player gets 4 cards in hand, 2 face down. Start the rally. The serving team calls the score and plays the first card. Beat the last card together. On your turn, you must beat the last card on top of the pile. Okay. And then win a point. Why Dinkley? I don't know why Dinkley. Point of view, your partners just said, I got it. Didn't get it. That's why I don't play doubles. Now I have an itch, so I have to open my next coffee. To drink the itch away. Sugarworks, clever candy factory conveyor game. They love it, but they are not using AI, so that's good. Or at least they're not saying they're using AI. We have a cat. Cats don't love candy, as far as I know. They're like, nah. Dogs, however, that's a different story. We have a conveyor, candies, and collisions. Well, that sounds like a nice combination. 7 of 9 remaining. That could be you. More game, less cost. Okay. Building the future. How to play. Order actions. So you can play orders, factory actions, do stuff in the factory, and adjust the conveyor belt. Sure. Candy movement. They move down the conveyor belt, so they change into certain. Why are they jumping? All candy of a color will move before going on to the next color. All of the red first and all the yellow and all the blues. Each candy will activate twice and follow the arrows on the conveyor tiles. Ah, that's why. Okay. And then bonk. When a candy collides with a candy that is struck, follow the bonk movement, bonk movement, and it will ignore the arrows. Okay. I almost drank my cup sideways. That's not good. And final scoring. And click the rulebook here. It's a nice puzzly thing. Doesn't look too bad. I don't get why it needs a cat. I don't like the box. It's hiding too much of the game. But it's a project Kickstarter loves. And then Dracula is dead. Well, we know he's an undead. Sink your fangs into this vampire auction game. Bacon is dead, but his legacy lives on. Unable to split the spoils, his three wives are holding a silent auction. Become a vampire and take what you desire. Explore the castle. Each dream has a special item to covet. Vlad liked to roam from room to room, admiring all his trophies. Okay. Flaunt your wealth. Okay. Perform a trick. Why do I feel there's some AI-ish art in there? It felt AI-ish. Long back. Okay. Retailers. It's a 40 buck game. 50. And it does nothing for me. Okay. Here we go. Return to the Judge's Tower. New playmat to fund more Judge's Tower episodes. It's just a playmat? Okay. Almighty, the Godliest God Game by Malachi. Ravensburg, Germany. Not Ravensburger. But those are the guys from Roll Camera. Yeah. The Kingdom of the Ancient Dawn RPG. Unfolding Quest. Reclaim the Margin. It's also an RPG and I have the hiccups. Playing cards. Cyberpunk, Streets of Rome, Bloodhound, Styles, Lunar Rush. Oh, that's a game. Sorry, I almost skipped a game because of this. Okay, STL files. Huntbound, Ladies of the Wild, Gobs, a very silly dash game about sillier goblins. Hit the Silk. Wasn't that with the parachute type of game or something? Invade, slay, something. Magica Nostalgica, catalog of magic items. No NPC revival by Viva la Dirt. Drive Me Crazy returns. Route 66 edition. Epic role-playing game full of pigeons. Excuse me. Right, to sneeze. Yoni, drink up. A pre-party party card game that looks so AI. You have the typical AI coloring scheme. I don't know why. Masters of the Mind, STL files. Culturite, no. Lion Dancers, a board game celebrating the Lunar New Year. Okay. Thank you. Blood and Brine playing cards. Yeah, they look nice, but I don't collect playing cards. Okay. I know it's an RPG, but this is by Seppi, so we're gonna look at it. A tome of creatures and everything. We're almost at the top, by the way, so. Almighty, the Godliest God Game. You are a powerful and moody ancient god. Create, manipulate, and smite puny mortals to earn their belief and glory. Well, if you kill your followers, it doesn't work. So it's 1 to 4 players, competitive, cooperative, and solo. Well, it says 1 to 4. If you like ancient mythology, I do. Games with emergent narratives, I do. Asymmetric area control, yeah, sure. Clever card play combos, I do. Feeling godlike as heck, well, I am. Then let's hang out. Okay, how to play. Play act cards to the 4 lands. Impact the mortals there. Plus create a new mortal, bless or curse some of them. Cool. Poke them to trigger their abilities. You, do something. Tempt or banish. Ooh, smite them. Off with their heads. Well, that's a different game. Have the most belief in a land at the end of the age to win that land's value as glory points. But watch out, unworthy and cursed mortals subtract values from the lands. Increase your impact with mighty powerful acts. Eye of the Storm. If there are 2 clouds in each adjacent land, create +3 huts here. This seems like a fun game. So we have a sun god, a love god, a storm god, a death god. Are mortals free? I don't know. Play solo and cooperative. Mortal free will. Adjustable difficulty. Oh, that's cool. The AI is competing with you just like a normal opponent. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Oh, we have Cole Worley. Did Cole mention this one at the Rado playthrough video? That's, I think they're done now, but yeah. Okay, for role player adventures. Ooh, speaking of role player adventures, I got the Silver Threads of Fate expansion today. Came in May. I really like Almighty. Well, it looks like a game I would like. Oh, there's a lot of people reviewed playthroughs. But you get a scroll board. I hope that works. If there is enough weight on both ends, that should work, because then it won't roll up, back up. A feast flagon, a box. 30 by 23 by 7. That's a nice size box. And I love the bean artwork from King Bean. I think it's cool, simple. Maniac and Monsters, small expansion. Yeah. Deluxe add-on. Wooden tokens and metal power tokens. Ooh. So we can actually throw lightning. Little lightning. That's gonna hurt. I hope they don't scratch the scroll map. The God of Board Game upgrades is currently please. Upgrade. All God pieces are now wood. Oh, that's nice. See, they have rock. Wait. I want, like, this is new. A new box. A Cinnabox. But I don't have the old thingies anymore. I put them all inside the case. So I have to filter them out and create. Oh, I need this. I need this for my roll camera. I so need this. I definitely need disaster movie. Definitely. And then a box for the expansion, so it's no longer cluttered, because I have here. I have a small baggie right here. And this baggie is full with all those useless, well, no, not really useless, it's just for fun, tokens from Roleplayer. Because it doesn't fit back in the box. So I had to take them out, but I kept them because it's fun. You can add stuff to your scenery, to your cards and everything, just to make it even look cooler. But yeah, it didn't fit anymore. So I have to back this based on this again alone. Illustrated by Immortal. See, no AI. Shipping and taxes, EU $9 each additional item. Any 2 items. 1 copy. And then, yeah, okay, no extra charge for each additional item. See, I am blessed. But the USA is even cheaper. So, good for you. Power Vacuum. I have heard good things about Power Vacuum. I haven't played it. Anybody in chat played Power Vacuum? It's trick taking, but with a twist. And roll camera is awesome. Roll camera. I do love roll camera. I play it at least once every couple of months. I have too many games. I cannot play it once every time. People have said good things. Hi, board game James. How are you doing? Anything good? You heard a bunch of... today heard a bunch. Was laughing. Okay, cool. Well, I do like this one so far. But yeah. King Bean. I knew that one would make it at least to one of my top picks. So now we have Cyberpunk, which is Cyberpunk in ancient Rome. So we have Cyberpunk Ancient Rome. Please don't have AI because I like the idea. Cyberpunk Ancient Rome. Isn't man, you have that one game with the Greek statues, but you also have the Norse version. The Norse version is not as good. But oh, I forgot the title. You have those statues that you built in like 3. My hair looks great. Well, I found a pot of gel and used it. Otherwise it would like go up here. I really need to get a haircut, but I don't wanna. I'm too busy in the weekends right now to get a haircut. What's in the box? A game board, player boards, okay, nice. Imperial Lictor miniatures, okay, drones, and 4 characters. Is that a hoverboard? Do we have a hoverboard in ancient Rome? Cool. Dice, okay, cards, tokens, okay, all the nice things. Nice markers, shekel markers. Oh, that sounds heavy. Mac from Board Game Go. It's really an urgent race. Okay. Why make Cyberpunk? Because you can. How to play. Choose your game style. Customize your game by selecting asymmetric personal abilities and set shared objectives for direct confrontation or a peaceful race to victory. Complete quests. Okay. Upgrade and buy stuff. Okay. Earn divine favor. Always need that. Need a little bit of edge to use, of course. Get alien technologies. Aliens in ancient Rome. I like the mashup. I really, really do. See, more people are alive right now. Well, notice somehow. Fight in dice battles. Oh, that's simple. Just use dice. Cool. Beware of lectors. Achieve objectives and complete the tutorial. Oh no, complete the tutorial. Nice. It has a solo mode, which I adore. I love solo modes. I'm all for it, for solo modes. Reviews. Who do we have? We have Board Game Co, Talking Cardboard, Hunter and Friends, and that's it. Okay. Early Bird Deluxe Edition, 79 euros or almost $100, and in Canadian even more. Early Bird Deluxe, so you get metal coins and metal pieces. That's kind of cool. And Citizens Expansion even. I am definitely intrigued by this one. Not gonna lie. How to back? Select back this project. Select the reward you like. Yeah, I'm not new to Kickstarter. I know how this works. Okay, Lunar Rush Innovation Expansion. I never played Lunar Rush because I cannot play all the games. I'm not board gamer staff. I definitely cannot play all the games. I cannot. Yeah, again, how to back on Kickstarter. Nice. Okay, how do we play Lunar Rush? Bid for initiative, okay. Choose shipping route. Slower routes let you load more resources onto your ship, but it takes longer to arrive. Once on the moon, those resources upgrade your base. So you take more, upgrade more, but slower, or go fast. I don't know. Might be an idea to do one of its load earthbound ships. Transport goods back to Earth, profit in the Earth market. So it's a marketing game, and we have one-stop co-op, tabletop misfits, and you can play it for free on Tabletop Simulator, which I'm doing more and more. Not live on stream, but I do play it sometimes just to see if I would like it. These amounts are just too much. Games are getting a little bit too expensive at some point. And I don't need a moon plushie. It looks cool, and I would throw it at somebody's face, but no, I don't need it. Yeah, at some point, you're just getting much. A lot of people are there. I know this person. No, Ninja Geek, I don't know them. These games are getting way too expensive. But it looks cool, but yikes. Okay, Gubs. So it's been a while since we have had an AI project, so that's cool. By the way, I'm sitting slightly that way because my inner knee was feeling weird, so I had to stretch my legs, which I cannot do under my table because it's a big mess under there, which I need to clean up at some point, and I say that a lot. Each gob is represented by a die on the table. That die not only shows you where the gob is on the battlefield, but also their health. The smaller the size die, the closer the gob is to death. Getting moved and falling off, health and death. Yeah, I need more visuals. That's not working for the Hit the Silk. A game of suspense and tragedy. Bungled hijack, plane losing altitude, and 100k missing. Could you hold your nerve? So it's basically who dare jumps out of the plane the last and survives. The plane is going down again. Added to the base game. Wait, this is an expansion? Second edition. You get open water scenario. You don't want to land in open water. Hit the silk. Gameplay. On your turn, you can draw new cards, take action, negotiate trades. Okay. And the plane is going down, down, down. Land the plane, end the game. So if we can land the plane and everybody gets off, we win. £27, which is on a jump kit. That's this one with classified cargo. €41. Okay, doable. So it would be about $45. Looks nice. At least there's a side menu. I'm happy with that. Text is not there in the images, so yeah. Drive me crazy! Oh no! The hero video has an AI generated voiceover. Everything else is 100% created. Wait, they have that. Oh man. I need a new cushion in my chair. World order shipping soon. I did not back it. I was tempted. Did not back it. So they use the voiceover for the video. Why? I'm, I don't like voiceovers. How to play the basics? Yeah, that's not clear. And then a video. I do like the bus box, but that's it. Okay. I'm gonna press it anyway. Yeah. Because I see so many Instagrams with voiced over work, or when they try to auto-generate what the person is speaking on a reel or something like that, and they mess up the words. I'm like, dude, check it. Oh wow, we have a story with Risk and we use AI. Yeah, that you used AI, I could see it has that totally AI feel to it. So we're back on 2 in a row. But this one, Lion Dancers. Just started, so a board game celebrating the Lunar New Year. No AI right now. 1 to 4. That looks busy. Small board. Well, at least compact board. Wish you happy, healthy, prosperous year. Thank you. Steam Up. The team behind Steam Up and Moon Bunny. Hot Banana. They are returning with Lion Dancing. It is definitely an original theme. I don't think I have ever seen a game about lion dancers, so. And I think they are cool to watch as well. Collector's edition. Okay, let's go to how to play. Modern Foot Sun, Tong Hoi, Yao Ga, and traditional Hong Kong Foot Sun. So this is the modern, and this is the Hong Kong version. Compete and perform your best dancing routines. Choose your move simultaneously, then stay, walk, and leap. Then face off against rival dancers to perform your strongest routine. Dance across towering pillars. So we jump from one pillar to another. Okay. Protect your treasures and seize the lucky lettuce. So slivers, do dragons like lettuce? Apparently they do. Bring the greatest fortune and celebration. Then we have before you play, we have Meeple University. So there are some nice playthroughs there. Steam Up with the 12 Zodiacs. Standalone card game inspired by Steam Up. Okay, cool. 12 Zodiacs is the human version. Is the human version? Not Chinese Zodiac. I mean, you know, the original Pisces Latin version. Nope, because we have rabbit, pig, goat. I'm a goat, by the way. Just as you're wondering, now you can guess my age, but I'm a goat. Wait. This Friday? Amanda? You're doing a live playthrough? You didn't say anything, Amanda. Are you still here? So follow Amanda Panda and watch your live playthrough. And then Lunar New Year, that starts on the 17th. Oh, Toy Business. And then a giveaway on March 2nd. And then how do you back? Well, I know that, but they use Backer Kit as the promoted by Backer Kit. So weird that you see promoted by Backer Kit on Kickstarter. And Barcane. It's an RPG. It's an actual journal. You can play this with your dog. So if you have a dog, you can play an RPG with your dog. Your dog is a wizard because all dogs are wizards. I did not know that. Then my mother's dog is a lazy wizard. It's so weird. The dog is like, oh, we have company. Yeah. You throw things, I bring them back. Okay, 5 minutes later, I'm done. I'm gonna sleep again. That's his lifestyle. He only gets out of his area just to say hi and play for like 5 minutes, and then nope. Unless you're gonna get food, then he gets up and like, feed me. Oh, it says here that the Manda Panda is going live in like 30 minutes. So yeah, if you want to play an RPG with or about your dog, check Barcane. You have 17 days to do so. Okay. Way of the Shotgun. CYOA style standalone gamebook scene. Choose your own adventure. Okay, thank you. This is all RPGs or 3D printing. It's a chessboard. It might be a pretty chessboard, but it's still chessboard. Which witches? No, not suitable for work stuff. And that's it. That was not much. Okay, let's see. Did something new arise while we were doing this? We were here, so we have Chibi Cuties now. Another zine and a dark elf lighthouse, which is cool, but if I put a candle in it, it will melt. Okay, that was Kickstarter. Luckily, we still have backer kit. There's only this one, the Forlorn Hope. Look, that's what I meant. This looks basically like the same menu on a Kickstarter now. Pledge levels, updates. The only new one is creator info. That's new, and they didn't pick up on that yet. Again with the text and images, and then you put a background in there that doesn't help with the legibility of your text. What's included? 200 custom components, including 36 wood standees, 9 for each nationality, 100 poker size cards, player 8 battalions. Okay, but it's still a 2-player game, right? It's not like people from the side are starting to fight and help. Extra, they read all about it. No, we're not. I'm still missing the how to play thing. Shipping cost, European Union. Why the 50 cents? Why the 89 cents? Just round it up to 54 or 55. Don't make me calculate. Okay, but we're going to backer kit. Deckhand was the last one, so we have a couple. So we have Go Viking, we have Pirouette, we have the Stone of Madness dice ball, we have Rurik by Fantasia, you know, the people from Unconscious Mind. Might be one. It's only 15. That's true. Where was I? With Astra Emporium, solo game of the month, Jump Masters. I have a card for that. It came with Dragons of Etchenstone. I have a card for Jump Masters somewhere. Is this them? No, this is Bunny Mafia. There's something else. Some other cards that I got. I have it somewhere. Well, if I was a screaming, I'm even playing. That was my son using channel points. Fighting Fantasy Quest. So, I've been warned for this one that people should not back it because they say it's a shady company. I'm gonna look at it, not making promises. So that's all of them. You didn't even know I had those sounds? Well, my son's the only one using them, so... Go Vikings! No, it was not this one. This is just dice. This one didn't have AI art. There was one that did. And I saw it like, oh, then somewhere it says, well, we use AI art. I think it was in the FAQ or something that they mentioned it. Like, yeah, just put it out front. Oh, I remember which one. This is the next one. Because there's not much in there. You just a couple of runestones and dice. So Baldur's Grace? No, there's Baldur's Gate. Rick's Mercy. A solo expansion, so you can play it solo. It's a dice chucking game, apparently. Not sure how it works. There's the how to play. Preview, social links. No, I don't see how to play. Let's go Viking. Stretch goals. Path to glory. €3 shipping discount for all backers. Stretch goal alone. United Longships. Yay. Preview rules. I want a how to play thingy. Project timeline next up. Funded. Well, I guess so. It looks nice. Not amazing, but it looks nice. So it's already past its funding goal. So then we have this one, Pirouette. Apparently this one uses AI. And I don't know where I found it, but it's, at some point it mentioned it that it was using AI. I don't know where exactly. I think I read it somewhere in the comments or something, or in the update section. I don't recall. I know I saw that this one was using AI, and I don't know where. So I'm skipping this one. Hopefully I'm not wrong. Stone of Madness. Dicefall. Why on GameFound? Because we don't have to mention that we... Stretch pay, yeah. I love GameFound for that. Stretch pay. Okay, how do we play this thing? Each one has to roll dice, plan your actions, the board reacts, day and night cycle, and then explore the monastery. Yep, that's about it. Play solo. Sometimes you just don't know anymore if something uses AI or not. I have a sort of AI feeling, but also like, yeah, an artist could have done that. So what's the game about? Project story. Stoneman's Dice was a fully cooperative tactical stealth board game for 1 to 5 players set within an 18th century monastery where faith and insanity intertwine. So apparently something is walking circles here. You're seeking publishing partners. Well, that's not me. Escape the monastery, dynamic stealth zone, guard patrols. Okay. Yeah, no, not fully convinced on this one. Rurik. So that's by the people who made Unconscious Mind. Fantasia. It's a second edition. I never played the first edition. Fantasia GameFound exclusive. Fantasia and Partners inclusive. Ooh. And their partners direct sales, promotional activities, pre-orders, web stores, and conventions. Okay. €80, 99. Adding up. Legendary all in. So how much would that be? Well, if you do it on a monthly basis, it's affordable. Not gonna lie. Overview and gameplay. Deluxe. Yeah. Choose your leader destined to seize the throne. Swear your oath in the name of the house you represent. I represent the House of Yoda. Bid for influence in council, exploit the resources for the richest regions, forge new empire, politicals, command your armies, complete deeds and influence growth, earn merits, write the chronicle, and then watch this video on how to play. See, even Bansenator is part of the House of Yoda. You can play it on TTS. I think I will get it through. Gaming Rules is doing one. I already did one. Right? Yeah. Board Gaming Ramblings did one, and there are more previews. Some of them I know, some of them I don't. It has that typical old school Euro feel. That's one thing for sure. Okay, Astra Imperium. Solo game of the month. Month designer and artist. So there's an artist. See? Draw 3 cards and choose only one. Gain its resources and play its action. Manage your industry, military, and science. Sounds simple enough. So this is a solo game, just for one player. They have a print and play, but then you have to get all the other stuff yourself, which I don't like. Download the rulebook, watch your video, somebody did the playthrough. I have a couple of them. I have this solo game of the month, 7th inning stretch, which I need for recording soon. And I have one over here. This Okinawa, this is a war game. And I like them. But sometimes it's just a theme that's like, no, it's not for me. So they come in a video cassette thingy. You know, the old school VHS. Well, they're a little bit smaller than a VHS, but yeah. Same kind of cassette deck. So print and play, and then the Haunted Mannequin. You can add them all if you want. And yeah, it's basically nothing per month. So yeah. Then we have Jump Masters from Chip Theory Games. Get a free mystery pack with every pledge. Well, this is gonna be a collectible card game kind of thing. What's in the box? Well, cards, hero cards. I know I have one, but I don't know where anymore. So I have to see where I put it. It's somewhere. I wish I knew where, but I don't know. I need to clean this place up. You played a prototype once? That's cool. It was really fun. Well, Chip Theory makes good games, but sometimes they're expensive. The bigger games, yikes. But I got the card and I was like, yeah, that looks cool. I don't know where my card is with that thing. Somewhere. Somewhere over the rainbow, I have a card. I wish I knew where. But I have one. And I do love the artwork. How to play. Prepare for a skirmish. Deploy your heroes. Energize! Well, that sounds like Transformers. Autobots, energize. Well, no, that's more Star Trek, right? Attack. When you jump over an opposing hero, you attack. That's why I don't attack people. I cannot jump over anything. Have you seen me? Is Rurik mostly an area control game? I'm too... That was 2 games back. I haven't checked. You can see what Board Game Geek says, because that's faster. Rurik, Dawn of Kiev, 2nd edition. And it's energy majority, area movement, auction, bidding, contracts. Solo solitaire select. I think it's more bidding, drafting, with a little bit of area control, just to make sure you get more resources than the other person. I did not check them at Spiel. I should have. I think I've seen it, but did not take that picture. Still combat movement. New landmarks. There's just some new things. But there's area control in it. I don't know if it's mostly area control. So. I don't think they're saying this, but it's like Chinese checkers. But your character has special abilities. Ooh. Well, we call it Dama. And not Chinese checkers. But yeah, it's the same principle. Jump over it. But with special powers. That's kind of cool. Why back now? Shape the experience. Best price, best time. Yeah. Jump into Neon Knight. Stretch pay. Definitely. Who is Neon Knight? Neon Knight is a chip theory game studio. So they're a daughter company. European Union, 15 euros. Okay. They have a Neon Knight bundle. What's in the bundle? Jump Masters, Neon Knight Deluxe, Fight 5 Deluxe. What's Fight 5? Oh, it's just a card game. Okay. Zero to 1 stretch goal unlocked. Oh yeah, I remember. You remember. Well, you do. I don't. But Amanda, I just gave you a small call out. I did not give you a shout out, but you are doing a little bit of... Which one was it? Lion Dancers this week. That's why it's like war for a lot of people. Good party game. You know, if you don't know the game of war, that sentence sounds so wrong. War is a good party game. Like, no. Hey, Lila, good to see you. How are you doing? But yeah, I knew this one was coming. I didn't know exactly when, but yeah, like I said, I got a card with Dragons of Edgestone, and I was like, well, I think I actually got this card, this turtle-like creature on the side. I think I got that one. You don't know how to play war. Don't remember how to play war. Cheat, president, asshole. Yeah, that's a different kind of war. All high school card games. Well, wasn't the game that... I believe it even won Spiel des Jahres. Challengers. That's also basically war, right? I am great, actually. But I'm full of caffeine, so I'm bouncing all over the place. You hated that game, James? Okay. I was not the biggest fan of it at all, and I did not understand why it even got nominated. But yeah, we're on the same page for that one. So Jump Masters, yeah, look cool. Then we have Fighting Fantasy, the Warlock of Firetop Mountain. That looks very much like, well, a 13 in a dozen type of dungeon crawl. Cannot say that I'm blown away by this. How to play. Choose your hero. And then we get all the heroes. Manage your moves. Take one step forward, one step back. Move, act, be a hero. And prepare. Keep your presence undetected. Claim your rewards and prepare for your next challenge. And download the rulebooks to learn more. It's on Tabletop Simulator, so you can play it there if you want. And then it has lost levels because they got lost before they even finished the game. So yeah, I'm not convinced by this one. It looks too much like an 80s type of game. The Void Unveiled. So I saw a warning. Don't back this. because the company is shady. Because apparently they are doing half of the comments that there are here are by them, apparently. So they created other accounts to comment and stuff like that. Do I publish the list somewhere? Nope, not yet. I don't have my website ready yet. I keep doing other stuff. I need to get my own Discord because I still haven't done that. I need to get my website up and running because I still haven't done that. I have my design and everything ready. I still just need to finish it. But yeah, I saw this on Facebook on the solo gamers group that people said, well, stay away from them. They are shady. Apparently, they are very not non-communicative. Communicative. They don't talk, give a lot of updates, and I believe the previous game took 2 years, and halfway through those 2 years, so after 1 year, they said, well, the story is almost done. Like, what? So people were like, you're already a year late, and now you say that the story is almost done. And that was the only thing. And then at some point, yeah, we're shipping, and like, what? So, yeah, a lot of red flags. Cannot say that the game does look bad. It's just Cthulhu, Cthulhu, Cthulhu. So if you need more Cthulhu, you can get more Cthulhu. I like this one, but this miniature looks cool. Not gonna lie. Cultists. Those are not cultists anymore if the head look like that. Shoggoth. Where did that hair come from? Weird. So yeah. Take it how you want, but yeah, I got a warning for it. Well, this is a trading card game, so I'm not backing this anyway. It's a 2-player trading card game about football. If it says soccer somewhere, I'm gonna be PO'd. SOCC. No, it doesn't say soccer anywhere. Cool. See, it says football trading card game. Sonny Anderson, Jean-Pierre Papin, and Pedro Miguel Paletta. Because sure, I don't know these people. Look, starter pack. It looks so AI-ish that I'm like, nope. Next. Ancient Empires by Arcona Games. I'm not the biggest fan of Arcona. Not gonna lie. No, 1 to 4 player games. Asymmetric action programming, area control, civilization, strategy. Game where 1 to 4 players lead rising tribes through Stone, Bronze, and Iron Age. And then, we're done. Quit while we are ahead of the Dark Ages. Small Samurai Empires. I have played that one. I did like that one. Now, I don't know what this says, but I think this is Macedonian. The Macedonian flag. North Macedonian to be exact. Great value. Shh. I believe you, but where's the how to play? Oh, there it is. Let's see. We have Ruel for Valado. It's an epic scope. Game structure. 3 ages, sure. Each age has 2 rounds. Each round has 2 phases. Planning, resolution. Planning, resolution, planning, resolution. Okay. Planning phase. On your turn, place one of your order tokens face down on any empty slot of the board, depending on the round. Round 1 of an age, 3 orders. Second round to 2. Every time you place an order, you immediately gain a neutral action shown on that slot. A small tactical benefit such as bonus move. Okay. Orders are continent bound. Where you place an order determines where its action can be resolved later. resolution, do whatever you chose. So you have move, explore, grow, attack. Sounds 4xy, to be honest. Produce, but you're not really expanding. You're exploring, but you're expanding. It's building, right? Statecraft at the end of the age. Choosing a civilization. Yeah, that was Macedonia. And they have a solo automa mode. Cool. And it's all work in progress. And then Ruel is playing it. And other channels are playing it as well. Tabletopping is doing great, by the way. The difference between civilization feel meaningful without being overwhelming. Cool. And then the last one for today, we have Gdynia by Gdynia, 1962. That whole thing is in Polish, so we can skip that. Okay, thank you. Pick of the week. Pick of the week. So many good games. Lion Dancers. I am really looking forward to see. We have this one, right? No. We have upcoming. Where's the upcoming? There was a list of upcoming things there. Really looking forward to seeing Amanda play this one. Upcoming Friday. It doesn't say time. Amanda, are you here? Can you tell on what time slot you're playing this one? On Friday? Is it your regular? Well, for me that would be 12 p.m. Pacific. Cool. So that would be like 9 p.m. for me here in the Netherlands. With Phantom. Oh yeah. I haven't seen Phantom in. Well, I talked to him on Discord the last few days. Apparently something went wrong with the planning of TLN. It showed he didn't do any slots, and apparently he didn't. He did fill in some slots, and the doodle messed it up. That's why he didn't get scheduled, because he was one of the first to place it, and then so maybe he can join in on another channel or anything like that. I just hope. I'm waiting for one answer for TLN schedule to be done. One answer. He will join you for TLN. Awesome. Perfect. I still don't know what I'm going to play for TLN. I already tell people because TLN starts on my birthday. And I will do, well, for me 6 to 7 p.m. I will do my part, and then I'm going straight down because at 7:30 I'm getting company for my birthday. So I will miss a part of the big TLN stream. Board Game James, what's TLN? Well, I used to have a button for it. Does this still do the correct thing? Yay! Well, it says monthly. That's no longer true. That's definitely no longer true. TLN will be held, and it's not at the end of the month. It will be the beginning of March, first weekend of March, my birthday weekend. And it will be the last one. The last TLN. It will be the final one. We are setting it up for doing. I will talk about it after I'm done with the pick of the week. Because my pick of the week will be Almighty. I just have to. I'm a big fan, and I'm definitely getting the new stuff for Roll Camera, the Disaster movie, and the new Cinebox. I just don't have the original packaging from the original things anymore, so I'll figure a way to make it look nice. But yeah, even that, and then the game itself also looks fun. So yeah, Climate last one. I will talk about it after I'm done for it. This is my pick of the week. So we put approving Yoda. Any guest appearances on the TLN? That's everybody for themselves. I will put the schedule out later today. There's just one slot that's still not fully set yet. Tell you about Almighty. You missed that one. So it can be played solo, cooperative, or against each other, and basically you go to an area. Well, was how to play because that's easier to go. So you have cards that go to the land. You can create new mortals because we're gods. We can create new life, but we can bless them. We can curse them. It's like we can even smite them. We can tempt them. Come to my religion is the good one. Come to me. Or we can banish them. No, you're not a good believer. We push them away. And you can poke them like, hey, do something in my name. Come on, do. That alone, that godly feeling, that sounds cool. It's basically still, it's worker placement, but sure. So you need to have the most belief in an area to get the glory points for that area. So it is area control kind of thing. And then when the one with the most points wins, but you lose points based on cursed and unworthy people. So you need to make sure that there are good believers. And then of course you have the power cards. So yeah, I think you have 4 areas you start with, right? During setup, I forgot. But you have a nice scroll with more areas. So there's 4 areas. So there's a section here to score points and have your cards set up with a nice scroll. So you roll this on the table. And everybody's a type of god. So you have the sun god, the love god, the death god or dead god. No, the god is not dead, but it's about death. And the storm god. So someone to control the weather. You could have done Earth, Wind and Fire, but sure. Then we have Captain Planet. And I expect there to be a lot of humor in it as well, because yeah, I like this designer and what he does. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. Okay, since I'm the big face of TLN anyway. Pun intended. Yeah. There's a lot of reasons why TLN is ending. Mostly because we're ending. We are just a small group now. We cannot do everything. It's getting harder to get everybody ready and motivated to do TLN. A lot of people stopped streaming or went their own way, like the Brothers Murph went to YouTube, basically, or focused more on YouTube. I don't see them popping up. Ruel went doing more things with Rado and Good Time Society and other stuff, business opportunities. So he left. Paula left long ago. So the smaller ones of us stayed, but even then, a lot of people stopped streaming because of various reasons. So it was getting harder and harder to get things going, to get a schedule. It was so I took over last year. I took over for Ruel, hoping to get new life into it by doing it quarterly, so once every 3 months, which isn't that much, but at least people could plan more ahead and schedule it better. But then we got to con season, that was a big mess. But yeah, it was harder to find sponsors and everything, because we still had to pay for a website and such. So yeah, and then I blatantly asked last year what you want to do, and most of people are like, yeah, I can see why it's done, but let's call it quits. But let's go out with one big hurrah. And that's what we're gonna do. Just one big stream, old school, 24 hours non-stop. Actually 27, because we have a 1 hour kickoff, and I had one schedule issue with Loserpalooza, who is going to end the TLN stream with their, well, I'm guessing it will be Codenames. I'm just guessing, because that's what they do on Sunday. So we start on a Saturday, continuously raiding in one into another, and then ending with Loserpalooza, and then that's it. We're done. I will put the schedule up. No. And yeah, Slivers, you are completely correct. We're not staying at home anymore. We're not homebound anymore, so we're not stuck every time behind the desk with the camera on our face. Everything. I used to do 4 or 5 streams a week. Yeah, I'm doing 3 now, and even the third one is like only if the Dutch one. Only if there's news. There was no news last week. Yeah, a publisher said, "Oh, new game, new game, new game." Yeah, I already mentioned those the week before. So I'm like, now I have some news, some Watch It Played and Game Night Pickers news. So yeah. Cosmic, good to see you. Thank you for making me pixelated. But yeah, we're gonna do one big game thing. We are trying to approach publishers to do giveaways. We're trying to combine it with a nice charity. I'm not doing that. I have other people from TLN taking care of that. So, because I am also doing, at the end of March, my 24-hour marathon, which I do always in March, which I have to get publishers, and it feels weird to ask them twice. So we sent other people to do. Yeah, the whole Rodney story. Let's not get into that. It's a big mess. What's going on there? Not Rodney. Rodney's not to blame. Rodney is. Oh, I don't know how he does it. I cannot be that organized, straightforward, honest, clear, anything. I'm a big mess. Even now, when I'm talking, I'm like, everything is going on. He's not innocent. Well, what do you mean he's not innocent? It's all a mess everywhere. That's true. That's true. But yeah. But yeah, I can move that camera, but I'm not showing you the big mess that's over here. I really need. I have like 3 garbage bags here that just need to go outside to the trash. Everyone has their demons. True, 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 true. You're looking forward to the marathon? Me too. It's gonna be crazy. I still haven't set the date completely yet, because now I'm doing baseball on Sunday. That means they need me on a Sunday, apparently, which means I cannot go from Saturday to Sunday. So I will probably go from a Friday evening to a Saturday evening. Then I have enough sleep, because I have 3 matches the Sunday after if I do the last weekend of March, which probably will be the one that I'm doing. So I have to approach publishers to ask for games to give away, but also hopefully games to play, because I know a couple of publishers are coming out with a game in March, and if they can give me a copy, I can promote it for them and even do a giveaway. So they will do the win-win-win-win-win situation. If not, I have most likely a game of theirs that I can solo anyway. So yeah. Put your games away. Well, there's a big stack over here. That's what's the bottom of the game? Role player adventures with the expansion on top, and the silver plate is currently downstairs. And then Kinfire Chronicles with everything. Then I have Horrified Dungeons & Dragons, Sagrada, Cretaceous Rails, Endless Winter, and then SETI Space Expansion. I think that box is empty, right? Yeah, I can throw away the box. It's an empty box. It's already in the base game. That's over there, by the way. Then on my desk I have 3 gifts for my son's birthday, all wrapped, but that's also, well, less than a month away, by the way. 2,000 trick taking, Argonauts. My desk is a big mess. Then on this side I have Rallyman, Fateworth, Luthier, Age Contrived, Unmatched Turtles, March of the Ants, Vantage, Minos, Loam, and a couple of smaller games. And then I have some games over there. And meanwhile, my game room is half empty. So at some point, it's just picking the games, putting them in my game room. And then at some point, when all's organized and well, I will give you a tour for this area and my game room. At some point. Hopefully before I do the marathon, because that would be fun. So, but yeah, TLN beginning of March, my 24-hour marathon at the end of March. Yeah, that's it. Game of the week was, what was the title? Almighty. You would make a great god, I know. And now we're gonna find somebody to raid. Well, Layla, I know you're over at YouTube. You don't join raids. That's a Twitch thing. Then I will just close the stream there. But we need to find somebody that is playing on Twitch. That's the benefit of Twitch. I can take people along and put them like, hi. But let's see if somebody is doing. Oh, Panda Angel is doing something. What is she playing? Dork Flux. She's playing Flux. We're gonna raid. Bounce, you are most welcome. I did not see one campaign where you were in. So basically you were missed this stream. And Slivers, you are welcome as well. Maybe tomorrow we can play Deep Rock Galactic again. By the way, Slivers, when does the new expansion for Diablo come? Is it end of this month, end of March? Because I need to get some time off to do more Diablo. Because if it's new campaign stuff, I definitely want to do that. Work was slow. I hope it picks up for you, Bounce. Because I'm not a full-time creator, so but you are dependent. I hope you get a lot of work now. March. Okay, cool. All campaign, obviously. So April 28th. That's not March. April 28th. That's my brother-in-law's birthday. Cannot play on the day itself, though. Okay. Let's start the raid for Panda Angel. We're raiding Panda Angel. Thank you all for being here. I love it when chat is so chatty. And I will be back on Thursday with another thing that's coming out on Kickstarter or GameFund. I have to check which link. Argonauts 2nd edition is getting a reprint. This is the 10th anniversary edition, and well, they asked me to play it. So it's basically a pre-order page that's coming, and I'm going to do a solo on Thursday. So catch you all later.